Hello and welcome children. We are going to start a new chapter named as Laws of Motion. What is force? A force is that external agent which changes or tends to change either the size or the shape or the state of rest or of motion of the body. It means force is the physical cause which produces change in the size or the shape of the body, or it changes the state of rest or of motion of the body. Thus, a force when applied produces two main effects. It means we are summarizing the definition of a force. The first effect is it can change the state of rest or of motion of the body. Here I have given you one example. A ball lying on the ground moves when it is kicked. Means the ball is at rest when it is lying on a ground. When it is kicked, by kicking we are applying the force on the ball and the ball is changing its state of rest into motion. When it is kicked, it comes into motion. Similarly, another example is a player applies force with a hockey stick to change the speed and direction of motion of the ball. The ball is in motion now. The player is using a hockey stick in order to apply the force on a moving ball, and by applying force he is changing the speed and direction of motion of the ball. Another effect of force is it can change the size or shape of the body. For example, on pressing a piece of rubber, its shape changes. By loading a spring hanging from a rigid support, the length of the spring increases. These two examples clearly shows that when a force is applied on a body, it changes the size or the shape of the body. Force can be classified into two categories. The first one is contact forces and the second one is non-contact forces. Now let us begin with contact forces. The forces which are applied on bodies by making a physical contact are called contact forces. Means when the two bodies are in physical contact with one another, they are touching each other, then the force which they are applied on one another, that force is called contact forces. For example, frictional force is a contact force, normal reaction force, tension, force exerted by a spring, collision force, these all are contact forces. We will study all the contact forces one by one. Let us begin with normal reaction force. When a body is placed on a surface, the body exerts a force downward on the surface equal to its weight, and the surface exerts an equal and opposite force on the body normal to the surface, which is called normal reaction force. You can see in the figure there is a wooden block which is placed on the ground. The wooden block is exerting the force on the ground, which is called action force, and it is perpendicular. Normal means perpendicular, making an angle of 90 degree with the surface, and this action force is equal to the weight of the body. Fine. Now the ground in return is exerting equal and opposite force on the wooden block in the upward direction, and that is the reaction force. The reaction force is also perpendicular, that is normal, making an angle of 90 degree with the surface. One thing you should remember here is action and reaction forces both are acting on two different bodies. They are not acting on the same bodies, they are acting on different bodies. Action is reacting on the ground, whereas reaction is acting on the wooden block. Second contact force is frictional force. When a body slides over a rough surface, a force starts acting on the body in a direction opposite to the motion of the body along the surface in contact, which is called frictional force. You can see in the diagram, the force is applied on a body and the body produces motion in the direction of the applied force. But the direction of friction is opposite to the direction of motion. So do remember that the direction of friction is always opposite to the direction of motion. So you can say that frictional force is a resistive force which resists the motion produced in the body. Third contact force is the tension force. When a body is suspended by a string attached to a support, the body pulls the string vertically downwards due to its weight, and the string in its stretch condition pulls the body upwards by a force which balances the weight of the body. This developed force in the string is called tension. As you can see in the figure, the body is hanged from a rigid support. Two forces are acting on a body. One is capital W, another one is capital T. The W denotes the weight of the body and its direction is downward. Always the weight acts towards the ground in the downward direction. T is the tension force which is developed in the string in order to balance the W. Fine. So tension force and W, the weight of the body, both are equal and opposite in equilibrium position. Third contact force is force exerted by a spring. If one end of a spring is kept fixed and its other end is either stretched or compressed, the spring exerts a force opposite to the direction of displacement of its free end, and this force is called restoring force. This will be clear from the figure given. The first spring is in the normal position, is in the original position. The second spring is in the stretch position when it is elongated. The third spring is in the compressed position. If we remove the forces which are applied on the second and the third spring, these springs regain its original position. They come back to its original shape. Why? Because of the restoring force. Because the spring develops a force in a direction opposite to the direction of displacement, and that force is called restoring force. The last contact force is collision force. When two bodies collide, they push each other. As a result, equal and opposite forces act on each body. These forces make the two bodies move apart after the collision. As you can see in the figure, before collision there are two bodies which are away from each other. One is the red one and another one is grey in color. During collision, both the bodies come closer to each other. The grey body applied the force on the red one, and red body applied equal and opposite force on the grey one. After collision, because of these forces which they are applying on one another, they separate, they move apart. This is called collision force. Now, non-contact forces. The forces experienced by bodies even without being physically touched are called non-contact forces. Means when the two bodies experience the forces on one another without being in physical touch, without being in physical contact, those forces are called non-contact forces. Examples: gravitational force, electrostatic force, magnetic force. The first non-contact force is gravitational force. The force of attraction between the particles due to their masses is called a gravitational force. Means every particle in this universe attract every other particle because of the gravitational force. Because each particle has its own mass, and because of its mass it applies the gravitational force on the other particle. For example, Earth also attract every other particle towards itself because Earth is having a mass, and it attract because of its mass every other particles towards itself. Next non-contact force is electrostatic force. Two like charges repel while two unlike charges attract each other. The force between the charges is called electrostatic force. This electrostatic force acts between the two charged objects even when they are separated from each other. The last non-contact force is magnetic force. Two like magnetic poles repel while two unlike magnetic poles attract each other. The force between the magnetic poles is called the magnetic force. For example, if we brought a magnet near an iron nail, the iron nail get attracted towards the magnet. So this attraction of an iron nail towards the magnet is because of the magnetic force. General character of non-contact forces are: the gravitational force is always of attractive nature, while the electrostatic force and the magnetic force can either be attractive or repulsive. The second thing is, The magnitude of non-contact forces on the two bodies depends on the distance of separation between them. It varies inversely as the square of the distance of separation. Varies inversely here means that if the distance increases, the non-contact forces decreases. If the distance decreases, then the non-contact forces increases. Alright, it means they are inversely proportional. One increase, then the other one decrease.